So we're back working on the Euro R manifold. So this is a adapter bracket which is in place, it's secured. The problem we're having is this bolt right here is touching the OEM fuel rail. They sell an aftermarket adapter set up for it, but yeah, much rather not spend the money there when I could spend it on something else. So we have to basically grind this section down. I have to go a little further, so I'm gonna give you a little example of what it looks like. So there, that's how it sits on it. But right there is touching. I don't know if you guys can see clearly, but it's touching right here. So I have to cut this off because there should be a screw here that's holding everything in place, but it's not. So right now, you can see inside this opening. Try this one. It's a bit off-centered, so you have to be like that. But if you do that, this thing is still touching. So I'm gonna have to basically cut half of this off, or at least grind it down. So I'm gonna keep playing with it till I get it to fit snug, and then that should solve the issue of mounting the OEM rail onto the adapter with the ID1000s. Okay, so there it is mounted up. I cut off half of this base right here, so I just want to see if it fits and everything fits snugly. So now what I'm gonna have to do is cut off basically half of this section right here, just so I could get the bolt in, so this way this whole unit will be secured. So I will just cut that section off a little bit and then hopefully clean everything off, tap this hole right here for the booster, and then we should be able to mount this on the car and just start basically assembling everything. So the intake, the throttle body is on. It needs a nice little port job, as you guys can probably tell, but let's get it running first before we start doing anything additional, right? So right now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut these, well, grind these little section down, because apparently on the USDM heads they touch, so I have to just grind this down about, say, 1/4 inch, and that should allow this to just bolt up without any interference. Okay, so more or less it's the same area as the gasket, so that should be fine now. Just gotta smooth it out. So this is what I did to the fuel rail. This is OEM fuel rail. We had to basically grind it down so it could clear and bolt up correctly with the injectors I'm running. I'm running the ID1000s, but as you can see, it's kind of resting on this bolt, so it still won't allow it to bolt all the way in. So I have to basically cut this section off right here, maybe like 1/4 inch, cut everything off, and then that should give me enough tension to still bolt the rail down to help secure it, and also to give clearance for this bolt. So I'm gonna cut that right now. Okay, so it seems like everything is gonna be able to go together and work. So it seems like everything is bolting up correctly, so this is a big improvement over before, so I'm happy about that. Now let's just put these fuel rail in, get the correct spacing, and see if everything really sits. These are the little adapters that they sell to run these injectors in this manifold. So okay, that's in. Now it's time to put the fuel rail on. Looking good, guys. So I think we're almost there. So this thing is almost ready to get put into the car, little by little. Okay, so let's put on this table. Let's get a close inspection. Yeah, these are all parts for the Mini Cooper we're working on, so just waiting for parts as usual. It's kind of dirty as we expected, but it seems as if everything is good. I think we're good, guys. I think we're good. The injectors are in. They look like they're fully seated. It looks fully seated. Yep, I think we're good. Now my only question is, the fuel rail, this line is supposed to go right here. Hopefully it has that bend which is still able to flow. If not, I have to run it through here somewhere. Run it over here, come up here, because I want next to the EGR. But we'll figure that out once it's home. But so far, so good.
I live inside my own world of make-believe.
Okay, so we're over here working on the car again. It's gonna be a pretty short video this time. So we're finally just putting in the fuel cell. I finally got everything hooked up. This is just some cheap headers, just in case I wanted to just run the car NA just to see what happens. So that's where the fuel cell is. Everything's inside. Just gotta peel these tape off. Actually, no, I'm just gonna leave them. Damn.